Welcome back to The Last Word on Stadium. I am your host, Gabby LaSpiza, stepping in for Coach tonight. And right now it is time to flip the script. I love that music. All right, Gabby LaSpiza here with my panel, Tommy Carlucci, Rafaela Esparza. And I'm going to start again with Mr. Tommy Carlucci. What are you flipping the script on tonight, my friend?
You know what? This is a perfect segment for these guys. Flip the script. You want to talk about guys who have flipped the script in their career? Let's talk about the New Day, who were the biggest baby faces for over 10 years. They were on serial box. They were all over the place. Everybody loved the New Day till they ousted out Big E and they turned into heels, and they have reinvented themselves. They won their match tonight. They are believable heels. They are unbelievable talent. And when you give talent something like this, when you switch from a baby face and your merchandise selling to heel, that's a big time turn for a talent when you're a talent. And you know what? X-Man and Kofi has done it, and they have done it in a great way. Next thing for me is, boy, I would love to see them big tag team champs. We'll see what happens. But a big kudos to X-Man and Kofi for flipping the script on their career.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it initially happened, people were like, is this going to be a believable thing? It's the New Day. They were one of the most beloved tag teams of all time. And when it happened, we were like, is this just going to be a one-off? Like, it's going to be shocking, and then we're not going to see them win or do anything. I absolutely love it. I almost prefer them as heels than as baby faces. I want to get your take on this a little bit, Raphael. What do you think about all this?
Ever since I turned heel, I can't eat pancakes anymore because I like the real New Day. I like the good guys of New Day, but I like the flip script. But they had to. I mean, the only thing I'm kind of saying, to me, I still want the story to finish with Big E. I thought they left something open on that one, but I like the script. I like the new guys, and I think they will be champs really soon. I'm saying SummerSlam.
Ooh, interesting. I do miss their old theme song, though. It was hyped up. I loved when they would come out and throw the pancakes and play the little whatever those instruments were. That was fun. All right, Raphael, what are you flipping the script on for us tonight?
I'm going to flip the script to the wise man, to Paul Heyman. Flipping the script means pick somebody. I don't want you to be best friends with both Roman Reigns and best friends with CM Punk. What, is Brock Lesnar going to enter the match and you have 3 best friends against Seth Rollins? Pick someone for me. I don't want you CM Punk kissing you because he owes you a favor. I don't want Roman Reigns patting you on the back because he's your wise man. I just flip the script, pick one, screw the other one over, just pick somebody.
Well, do you have a preference on who you want him to pick? Because you can't just say that and then not say if you want one or the other. That's kind of a cop-out.
I would probably say Roman.
Oh, interesting. Tommy? Who would you
He's gonna pick Seth Rollins. He's gonna swerve everybody.
Wow, I like that.
Really throwing a wrench in there, Tommy. You just like to throw a match and watch the world burn. You just like, you're evil like that. People think you're the nice one and you're the evil one. Because I would hate that, by the way. I would hate that. I think I want to know what this favor is going to be for Punk. That's what I want to know the most out of anything, because it's, he got emotional, Punk, on SmackDown with the whole main eventing WrestleMania, and Heyman told him they have some weird connection. They have that weird vibe. I think he's going to choose Punk, and it's going to piss off Roman. But who needs Paul more, Tommy? Do you think Punk even needs Heyman in his corner?
No, he doesn't. But can you imagine if it was Rollins? They could say he was in cahoots with Rollins of making Roman not win the Royal Rumble, right? And Heyman was in cahoots with Rollins. If they did that, just think of those potential storylines you could have there.
I guess, but then what would be the motivation for Heyman to do that?
He's Paul Heyman.
You can't trust him.
I guess. Listen, I'm such a Paul Heyman fan. I don't even care. Because whoever he's with, I'm going to automatically like 100 times more just because it's Heyman. But I'd rather see him with a talent that needs him, and none of them need him.
Doesn't need him. Punk doesn't need him.
Not at all. But
no.
All right, now it's my turn, guys. The big boss girl is ready to go, because I've been wanting to talk about this main event we saw tonight. I need to flip the script on this because I'm so angry still that this is the direction that we're heading into WrestleMania with these women, because I just think the ball was dropped so badly on what we're seeing between Rhea and Bianca and Io, and it just does not make sense to me. And I keep waiting and hoping and wishing it's going to get better, and it just seems to not get better. You have the challenger come out, Rhea Ripley. Massive, massive, massive reaction from the crowd. Io comes out. Okay reaction to your champion, okay? That is an embarrassment. I cringed watching that. I'm like, oh my God, like that's bad. Like, it's bad. You can't have the challenger getting more of a reaction than the champion. And then we head into the match. We knew Bianca was going to be part of the distraction. We kind of knew that was going to happen. I didn't hate how it all happened with Rhea basically winning, but Bianca wasn't in there to count it, so it didn't count, blah, blah, blah. We're obviously heading to a triple threat. But here's the one thing that I really, really bugged me. They call it, Bianca calls off the match, whatever, double disqualification. And then they announce, because of this, Io has retained as champion. Okay, so now Rhea's pissed off and attacking Bianca on the outside. Why the hell does Io have to go and attack them? Girl, you're still the champion, so you're going to WrestleMania. Why do you give a crap what these two are doing? Let them kill each other outside the ring, because whoever beat up the other one, if it's Bianca, because they haven't announced triple threat, let Rhea beat her to a bloody pulp, because that's her you're facing at WrestleMania. Why are you angry and getting involved? You just won the match and you're going to Mania. It doesn't make any sense. You just look like a champion who's a little girl who's pissed off. And it doesn't make sense to me. At the end of it, you see Rhea standing tall and Bianca even getting booed. Everybody wants to see Rhea at WrestleMania. Everybody's cheering for Rhea Ripley. Even when she hit Bianca and threw her on the thing, they were cheering. This is Bianca Belair. She's a massive babyface. And they are cheering for Rhea Ripley to slam her down the ring in the middle of the ring. It's not making any sense, and I think it's hurting these women more than it's helping them. And I don't think this storyline is going to end well. If they keep it a triple threat and Io wins at WrestleMania, I'm going to be very unhappy. I went a little long, okay, guys? I had a lot I had to say.
No, I agree with you totally. I mean, why is Io Sky interfering? I let them beat the hell out of each other.
Makes no sense.
What do I care? I'm still going to be at WrestleMania, and I'm still the champ. I don't get it one iota. And you're right. When your champ gets out-chanted by the challenger and Rhea Ripley, there's something wrong there. Something's got to change, and it's got to change quick. Hey, Io is a great superstar. She can work in the ring and everything, but she can't carry that title like Rhea or Bianca could carry that title moving forward.
Raphael, I got to get you in on this because we're angry. Are you disagreeing or agreeing? I got to know your thoughts.
I texted saying that Io was going to be the champion. I got a lot of negative back on that one because so far in WrestleMania, past 5 WrestleManias, a 2-1 underdog has cashed a ticket, and right now I'd make Io a 2-1 underdog as a favorite to win that match. But I understand why Io went out there to fight. Aretha Franklin said it perfect. She wants her respect back. They disrespected her in the ring, not 1 week, but 2 weeks in a row. So if I was Io, I would go back there and start throwing punches because I want my respect from these two monsters that I have to go battle with in WrestleMania.
Listen, Raphael, you just mentioned that you said you think at WrestleMania Io is going to win and retain. What do we see following that? Where do we go from there, though, with the kind of reactions that she's getting from the crowd? As a champion, you really think she can carry this for as long as you think she can?
No, I think if for being serious, no, that I think they're going to give it to Rhea just because I think Becky is going to come back and I see them going at SummerSlam, Becky and Rhea at SummerSlam. But I'm just saying that it wouldn't shock me if they have Io keep the belt and maybe have Bianca and Rhea battle on a couple pay-per-views to carry it because those two really don't need a championship. They're still going to get pops no matter if they have a belt or not.
Tommy, you just said wow to what he said, so I need to know your reaction to what Raphael just stated.
If Io continues to be the champ after WrestleMania, I will be shocked. I'm telling you, shocked. When you got two superstars like Rhea and Bianca, you give one of them the title. You don't give it to Io, who, let's face it, she doesn't speak the great English, around. You got Rhea, who's a fan favorite. Bianca's a fan favorite. And you're giving Ida the title. She's had it for a while. And was she looking for respect? She's the champ. She doesn't need it. I'm the champ. I don't need the respect. Sit in the corner, watch them beat each other up. But if she wins after WrestleMania, I have no idea where they're going with this storyline with the championship.
You just can't let it happen. I honestly think it would be such a disaster if she continued to be the champion after this. And by the way, if she doesn't, it's the weirdest blip in the championship history of her just winning the title to then retain whatever, make it a triple threat. I honestly think this is the first time for me I've seen a crack in creative when it comes to the women in WWE.
Huge crack.
I think that they thought it was going to be a hit and it was a miss, and they're scrambling to figure out a way to make it make sense. But we as viewers, as I'm like, that's not helping. That's not having it make any sense. Because say Becky does come back at SummerSlam, you're going to tell me Becky has any story with Io to come back? I'm going to be like, give it to Becky immediately for the love of God, because I need it to happen. But there's already a story with Bianca. There's already a story with Rhea. And honestly, it comes down to, I don't think it should have been Charlotte Tiff at the end of the day. It should have been Charlotte Rhea always, and it should have been Bianca Tiff, and they could have went with it, because I think Charlotte's just burying Tiffany every week right now, and that match could have been a much bigger caliber match if it was. I think, and tell me if you agree with this, Tommy, if they put Charlotte with Rhea, it could have been a main event match at WrestleMania this year.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. You got two professionals, two big-time superstars who can work in the ring and cut a promo. They're both the same size, face-to-face. Can you imagine? I thought it was going to be Rhea. And when Charlotte came back, I thought she was going to go after Rhea when Rhea had the title. But that's not happening. Rhea Charlotte is a main event match on either night.
Can you imagine this? Charlotte loses and John Cena wins. That means the Flair last name had a horrible WrestleMania weekend.
Oh my God. And then Ric Flair comes out and challenges everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Could you? No, I do think it was a miss. I think if you had Bianca challenge Tiff, it could have been kind of, latching on to the distraction between Jade and Naomi. We got a great promo from Naomi on SmackDown. I think it's a huge miss. I guess we're going to have to see what happens on Raw on Monday now, if Adam Pearce is going to come out and say, well, she did win, but the ref wasn't there because of this. Now it's a three-way, but I'm not sold on it. And I honestly, unfortunately, think it makes Bianca look weak and it makes Io look weak. And it only makes Rhea look strong at the end of the day. And she's the one you didn't need to make look strong because she was already so over that it's such a miss in every single way that if they do not put the strap on Rhea, it's going to be very hard for them to continue building this women's division for me for the rest of the year. And it's sad because there's such a talented division and there's so many women I'm invested in. But I don't want to have to rely on Becky Lynch coming back for something good to happen. But all right, that was Flip the Script. It was a good one, guys. And we're almost wrapping up here. But before we do, we're going into the D's next. So stick around.